A new Batman movie that isn't centered on the Joker? Thank God. Batman The Long Halloween may be coming to a screen near you. Hey y'all, it's your Twisted Girl Next Door here, and today I am super psyched because y'all know I talk about horror. I've expanded to talk more about dark fantasy as well on this channel, and I am super psyched because this particular bit of news that I want to discuss quickly today deals with one of my favorite comic book characters who I think has, a bit of a horror tinge to him, a lot of dark fantasy to him, which is the Batman. Batman. And basically, news has dropped today that there is a new Batman movie on the horizon, and it isn't centered on the Joker. And it's about one of the more popular stories that maybe a lot of people, maybe there's not a whole bunch of people who know about it. Maybe there's a lot of people who know about it. I know about it. That's why I'm super excited about it. And it's The Long Halloween. News of the adaptation of the popular 13-issue series was first announced today on the website Revenge of the Fans. Now, this site is pretty credible because they've come out with other scoops and exclusives before that have been revealed to be true. I don't feel like it would be too crazy to talk about this because there's a very good chance that this is definitely a thing. And so they talked about today that most of the cast has been revealed, although they're not giving specifics of which parts of these cast members are playing, but that the DC Entertainment will be doing a 2-part animated film feature. Okay, and this is what we know so far about this awesome major development. The Long Halloween was originally published by DC Comics and came out in 1996 and 1997 and ran for 13 issues. Taking place during Batman's early days of crime fighting, The Long Halloween tells the story of a mysterious killer named Holiday, who murders people on holidays, one each month. Working with District Attorney Harvey Dent and Captain James Gordon, Batman races against the calendar as he tries to discover who Holiday is before he claims his next victim each month, while attempting to stop the crime war between two of Gotham City's most powerful families. So basically what Revenge of the Fans is reporting is that this super awesome story that has highlights of villains we have come to know and love, and maybe some villains that newer fans and newer readers may not know as much about, is going to be adapted in a 2-parter film, an animated film, which in my opinion are some of DC's best films are their animated movies. Many of you probably agree with me. So it's going to be a 2-parter, which is going to be really awesome. That's going to basically adapt this 13-part comic series that came out back in 1996 and 1997. This was a reintroduction of a character that, I know a lot of people know the Joker. I know a lot of people know the Riddler and others, but what maybe a lot of people may not know about, who doesn't give a lot of play in mainstream, I'm not talking about you DC fanboys and girls, I'm talking about mainstream press and media when it comes to Batman, is Calendar Man. Ridiculous name aside, you could probably guess why he's called Calendar Man. He kind of started out as a joke villain in a way, doing things on each holiday and dressed up like the holiday, to be reintroduced in this particular story as a cold kind of serial killer that's very menacing and very much plays a part kind of like a puppet master when it comes to certain things going on in Batman's life, who he tries to ruin constantly. So it's a very intriguing character. I think it's a great development because, as you have probably seen if you pay attention to the Batman, you know that, some of the main characters, villains that we often see a lot of, maybe too much of, is the Joker, Harley Quinn, and some others. And but the thing is, because Batman has been around for over decades of time, there are so many other villains and plot lines to explore that we haven't seen yet. So this movie adaptation, this animation and adaptation, which I'm sure is going to be awesome, basically is going to give us a chance to dig a bit more into Calendar Man, but also into Harvey Dent Two-Face, who, you know, he has gotten play in mainstream, but not as much as I think he could get in terms of, I mean, everyone loves the Joker, right? But he's kind of the Wolverine of the Batman. And what I mean by that is, you know how Wolverine came about and like everyone loved Wolverine. Please don't kill me in the comment section for people who really love Wolverine. I like him too. Let's just admit, though, when he came around, a lot of stuff got focused on him. And one could argue in terms of villainy, the same thing is kind of the case for the Joker. Maybe because he's the most adaptable, relatable, iconic villain kind of known in the Batman universe. But there's plenty of others to choose from, like Scarecrow and Clayface and others that are really awesome too. So I'm excited to see this exploration. Revenge of the Fans, which is a website you should definitely check out. I can post a link to that in my description for the video where I got this bit of news from, is also basically saying that the majority of the cast for this film have already been picked, although they aren't revealing which roles these cast members are playing, such as, you Glee fans are going to love this, Naya Rivera Santana. I'm guessing she probably will play Catwoman. That's my guess. I think she would have a really great voice for Selena, so it'd be cool if she was playing Catwoman. And also, Jensen Ackles, aka from Supernatural, from some of you who are big fans of that very long-running show on CW. He is also supposedly one of the voice actors for this upcoming movie. And that's awesome because he was Jason Todd. He voiced Jason Todd in one of my favorite Batman movies, Under the Red Hood. And his voice is amazing, first and foremost, but it would be really cool to see who he's going to play in this particular story. And I just think, once again, controversial or not, I think a lot of the DC animated movies are just awesome movies, period. And I think they stand on their own in terms of film. One would argue, and I've said it before, I really wish that the people that they got to write the scripts for the DC animated movies, they'd also hire for the live action ones. But I digress. What do you think? Are you excited for another Batman movie? Are you excited for the fact that this doesn't necessarily center around the Joker? Although the Joker is in this story, if they keep that angle in it, but it's not totally centered on him, so that's cool. What do you think about that? Or do you even care about Batman? Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And also, be sure to subscribe so that you are the first to know when I post my videos of all things horror and dark fantasy. Thanks for watching. Let's get creepy together.